yourself, and the best thing you can do for your family and your friends is to go chase those dreams, a la, you know, LeBron James or Kobe Bryant or Kevin Garnett, where you can skip this process. But for most kids, they don't have that type of ability. So it's nice to see that guys are evaluating their, you know, their education. It's nice to see.
Good transition play there by UCLA. Alberta hustles well. They chase that one down well, but in system like that with Daenan Gyimah in the front row, it doesn't matter how. I think Friesen caught a piece of it. Holborn now back to serve for the Golden Bears. And Daenan Gyimah, Kofi, with his first appearance of the match, flying out of the left side.
Such an unusual rotation. They did this before. Setters into the left side, barely approaches, almost for a meter ball, and they just set up.
Thought about it for a second, changed his mind, called that one in. That'll be, oh wow. That was almost a slam dunk there by Daenan.
Yeah, they were practicing that in warm-up, really trying to get that down pat, the spacing of the push quick here, and he just pushes it, guides him into the gap. Daenan goes.
US in Detroit to win the NORCECA Champions Cup in a 5-setter, and since then they've essentially been even. And Kofi's going to kick us off there, second point of the set with a big block.
Same play each rotation. Every single time Jansen has been in rotation too. High ball outs.
Has not been great either side.
I think both teams really want to do well, want to put pressure on their team. Got to take a little bit of risk for sure. And Daenan shows you what risk does. You take a lot of risk, you get a lot of reward with a nice ace serve. Change the momentum of the game, hopefully, from this young setter, which is a really nice compliment by the coaching staff.
Yeah, he was a member of the youth national team this summer. So he does come from quality. We know that. Ooh, as that was a bit of an ugly one-handed set there by Jansen, but they've been doing a very good job at not calling hand calls all week. We're not here to see the refs call doubles. So, hey, let's let the 6'10" guy, ooh.
Now they have a chance to steal the second set.
Daenan Gyimah back in. Matheny serving for UCLA at Sumner. That's going to be a one pass. Cannon will get a swing off the net, off the block. Oh, Matheny with a diving chicken wing save. Knight well off the net, chips that one in. Kern will take it. And Sumner's going to put that one for Cannon. He'll swing away. It's still alive here for the Golden Bears. Right to Daenan. And Daenan is going to swing away, and you know what? Maybe not the best of choices to give it right to that middle player. That's almost ideal for you as a middle. Get that ball right at your hands, right where you want it. You just toss it up, and you can pace yourself to swing away. And that's exactly what Daenan did.
We're
there. 6-2 now, Golden Bears. And, oh, Daenan turns on that one right to Elgert.
The other thing that's really interesting, too, is in that rotation where they kicked Daenan out, you know, you got Cole coming into the middle, and that kind of.
Elgert serving. Good pass there. Jansen to Gyimah, and oh my goodness. That was something else. And you know what? If you get a good pass like that, 6'10" setter, guy who touches 12-4, doesn't matter who you got blocking, because that was just another level.
So Daenan, he's a good-sized guy. He's doing a good job. He doesn't take, you know, much risk, passes the ball fairly well. So he's doing his job.
Tip there by Gyimah, and now he's going to have to take a swing off the net, and that block by Holborn and Canham is out of bounds, and it's almost like Daenan is trying to put this team on his back as he's just been getting all of the sets here.
Well, Daenan not only lives about 4 kilometers east of the facility here as a young man growing up, now a freak of nature athletically.
You know what is funny? Last Christmas, not this one, I saw in Micah is from Hawaii as Daenan tips that one over.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Trent's going to be a huge player in the OUA. He's a late developer. His brothers grew earlier.
But he's caught up to them, man.
And he's caught up to them now, and it's just a matter of time to get used to his size and just improve his skill like every other young setter.
Oh, Holborn trying to kick that one. You know, it's funny, I was just talking to Lepke as they were, Eric Lepke as Trinity was leaving, and you know, I was talking to him, and there's been rumors that he's been offered contracts by specific.
No, it's a tough ball, especially when the setter at that height can get the ball to that height. Daenan gets a full 3-step approach. It's going to be challenging, but they switched it up there. They went with the 61, so that's a good variation by Jensen.
Daenan with the spinner in the middle of the Johnson. Oh, and he gets the touch on defense. They're going to go back to Johnson, and he gets a bang of zone.
Yeah, it was nice to see Johnson. I've seen a little bit of him on tape when he was coming out of New Zealand. Saw a little bit of in the preseason of him, but it's nice to see him live for the first time. He's a physical player, good athlete, so it's nice to see him with that cutback shot.
But then had some knee issues and came back a couple of years ago. This past summer spent some time with the B team, and he's been a fun player to watch. The tip there from Gyimah is dug up, and Friesen 2 for 2. And that set, you know, everyone knew that ball was going out left side to Daenan. It did, and he was forced to tip that one. Once again, we're getting a look here as Friesen, same thing, at each other when they were playing Puerto Rico, and Robert Landy Simon really started taking more of a leadership role and gelling with the rest of that team. Elgert's going to give it outside here to Kennedy, and Kennedy is going to find that one into the net, and then it's going to be 12-8 in favor of the Golden Bears. Yeah,
great block by Daenan and 21 there, Jensen. He just sets a great.
And I can't confirm I do know he was offered contracts in Italy after his second year, and he decided to turn them down. And what he was telling me is like, you know what, once I went back for my third year, I might as well go back for my fourth year and finish my education.
Yeah, I think that's the smartest thing for young guys to do. There's a lot of time to go and play pro. There are certain situations where you are an individual where your talents are so immense, like a Schwan Vernon Evans, where of course, yeah. The greatest thing you can.
I was from Hawaii, and they did this Christmas King of the Court tournament, and we're talking like both Crab brothers. You know, like the Beard brothers and McKibbins, like there was some good players out there, and Ma'a is the one who took it home. Good big swing there from Daenan. Canham is going to put that over. Kennedy chips it over. Ooh, Knight with the beach set there, but the three-man block is there to shut the door on the Bruins, and we're going to go to the technical now.
Great discipline by Friesen. Closes right to Dykstra.
Kennedy goes down the line now, right side to Knight. Doug on tie to the middle. Friesen's just going to bump that one over. That was real tight. Tipped over. Ooh. And I wanted to see one of the UCLA players just go up and put that one down.
Yeah, they were a little more passive on that play, but you know, they came away with the force quick and a little tip to the tee line there by Daenan. Absolutely.
So missed serve there by George Holborn. However, real good job to recognize that, hey, they're really going for Daenan here. So he moves all the way over to the side. He's right on that sideline and tries to go down the rail. Just misses it, but the intent and everything he was trying to do there was right. As wow, that's a sub coming in.
You know, these kids are walking around with iPods, smartphones all the time. Like, get the atmosphere going. Make it like a basketball game. Make it like a football game or a hockey game. And you know what? I think that's what we really want to see.
I think that's one of the biggest things too with World League, especially in the past couple of years, where the OSEG, the Ottawa Sport and Entertainment Group, has jumped in and helping with the hosting. And you go there and they have a DJ and they've got the light show, and it's an event.
Pretty nifty serve, how he floated and just kind of caught an air vent and came down. That's a really neat serve.
14-9, and that one is going to be right at the libero. Jansen's going to go far cross court. Ketrzynski, they'll get it back. Jansen again, back to Ketrzynski, a little bit faster pace this time. Gyimah will put it up for Knight, and that will be a great dig there by Elger, but now in rotation, and George Holborn shuts the door on Daenan Gyimah. Big George was waiting, and you knew that when Daenan was going to take that ball with his hands in first, he was going in. He was in tempo, and George just goes up there.